Level.
All right, Marty, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. Let me hear level check one more time, please.
Good morning.
Can you give yourself a little more gain?
I can, sure. About that. Good.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
All righty. Stand by 1 minute. Are we live?
We are.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, everyone. How's that going for you over there?
I feel like I need more space this morning. I have the same amount of space I've had for 18 years, but I just feel like I need more space.
It's not
this
enough
morning.
all of a sudden.
Bum, 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 bum. I think I need another coffee today.
Did you have coffee or did you just have tea today?
I had a coffee at home.
Oh.
I'm thinking of putting a Keurig right in my bedroom, so I can wake up, hit the button.
Next thing you know, you're going to have something. What is it? The end of the bed making bacon? What is that? The Office?
Oh, I don't remember.
He like burns his feet or something.
An automatic bacon maker.
Yeah. It's something like that.
Nobody's watching. That's weird.
We have 20 people watching.
Do I?
You're
Oh.
crazy.
I didn't see a number.
Well, it just went down.
Not to zero.
No.
All right. 30 seconds.
Lisa says, good Monday morning, everyone.
Good morning, Lisa. 20 seconds.
Good morning.
That's Steve. Good morning, Steve.
Ten seconds. .9 W4 Country, and somewhere in my car, that's Keith Urban. It's 7:42. That means it's time for the Monday morning Jumpstart. Every single Monday, we have Dr. Martin Fletcher here from Renew Hope Counseling and the Shepherd and the Shrink podcast to start your week outright. Just some advice on what you can do to make the week better. We all believe in therapy. We all go to Dr. Marty.
Mm-hmm.
We're all screwed up in our own ways.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to share with you part of our experience. You could watch us right now at W4 TV.
At facebook.com/W4Country or youtube.com/W4Country.
And you're able to interact with us when we're like in a song or playing commercials or something like that. Dr. Marty, good morning.
Good morning.
I think we're having, your connection sounds so good now.
Yes.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
We're cooking with gas.
We got rid of those ear pods, and now look at this.
I know, man. And I had these all along, just didn't have it.
And everything.
Yeah.
You're holding out on us.
Sandbagging us.
Right?
I just wanted to surprise you.
Well, surprise it is. We're talking about how to have a political conversation today. And I think we should have had this topic on here months ago.
Oh, ages ago, for sure.
The whole world's gone crazy, Marty, when it comes to politics.
Yeah, this is true. And there's also a subtitle to this, when not to. Because sometimes it's important to not to have that. So,
right. I put up a thing on my social media, and this is non-political. I basically put.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I put if you're rooting for the illness or death of somebody,
that's not correct. That's not right.
Remove yourself from my friend list.
No, that's not right. You should never do that.
Yeah, no words, just leave. I had 9 people.
Really?
Now, I don't know who did it, but I just saw my friend number. I took note of my friend number before I put that on.
Yeah.
It went down by 9.
Wow.
Okay, Bubba, 9 out of how many friends?
Yeah, like knocking on the door at 5,000.
So thankfully and mercifully, there aren't many who left. If you look at this percentage wise, there are a few, the people that are loudest, we're seeing 70% of us are moderates. The loudest people are really excited. So I don't want to, I'm not taking a shot at them or they're scared, etc. I'm hoping that these 5 points and the bonus helps maybe even those people.
All right, let's dig right into it. What's number 1?
First of all, we have to understand the news media because it's changed. When I was young, at least, you would have more decorum. Well, and people would actually you'd have two ideas instead of people attacking each other. So we have a 24-hour news cycle right now, and you have to make money. Brian Welch, you brought this point up, and I think you're exactly right. As I looked at it, they need to make money. The way they make money is really the addiction model, which is make an existential threat out there, even when it's not there. So people will watch, so you can get the eyeballs and keep them coming back so they can get that next piece of information because they think that they really need it because something really, really bad is going to happen to them and they need to watch out for it. So first point, and then what you do is they repeat the media talking points. So it isn't really a political discussion at all, really. It's just ad hominem attacks or attacking people because there's a perception that we're under a very real existential threat.
Well, and the news used to be supported by the entertainment on a network, right? That's what brought in the advertising dollars. Right. The news wasn't trying to grab ratings. They were trying to present the news.
They're trying to make money to grab ratings in order to make money. You're exactly right, Brian.
And everybody seems to end up in an echo chamber. I don't care where you fall politically. You go to that news. I'm guilty of doing this, of watching a certain network that's just an echo chamber of how I feel.
Yeah. So what's happened now? They're better at targeting. So they don't want everybody. News isn't a public service anymore. They're not wanting everybody. They're wanting a segmented population of people, and they only hear one message. And interestingly enough, it's the same message on both sides. The characters just change. So you got good versus evil. You've got predator versus predator. They just switch the faces.
You do hear, people on both sides being accused of the same things.
Yeah, so it's narrative. Good observation. So these are our narratives that appeal to people, stories that appeal to people. And so they tell the same story, and they're not giving you just information. They're interpreting it under the narrative. And it is the same on both sides.
All right, more with Dr. Marty coming up. How to have a political conversation and when to have it or maybe not have it.
Shut
on
your
the way.
mouth.
Right. Watch us at W4 TV right now, Facebook.com/W4 Country or YouTube.com/W4 Country. Time right now is 7:46. Let's get you on the road and get you going with your W4 Country traffic.
94 seems to be running smoothly. No major problems on 23. It looks like M52 and M14 are running smoothly. We do have a little heavier traffic on US 12. It looks like Michigan Avenue and Platte Road over there, and also right around Carpenter Road and right around 23. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Audible, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
I have a brand new roof on my house from Diversified Roofing, and I am so happy with the work that they did. You know, they have more than 20 years of experience, and they're locally owned and operated. I love that. Their free estimate is hands-on. You hear about a lot of companies that are saying how they do their estimates and stuff, but it's basically that they're not going on your roof. Diversified goes on your roof. Stan, the owner, went on, and he's hands-on with every job, and he likes to be at every single job site when they do their work. They've built a reputation as Southeast Michigan's top family-owned and operated roofing team, and I have GAF shingles right now on my home that are warranted for 50 years. That is a long time, longer than I will need those shingles for sure. They serve Washington, Livingston, Monroe, and Lenawee counties. Go to diversifiedroofingllc.com for discounts, coupons, and to request a free estimate. That's diversifiedroofingllc.com. Diversifiedroofingllc.com. Tell them Bubba sent you. All right.
Good morning.
Stacy. How are you?
Matt says, good morning, y'all. So good to see your faces. Political convos are best on Facebook, right? Not. Yeah, my mom said something. My mom said something this weekend that she was like, what? She goes, oh, how did she put it? God, she was complaining about the news just being, it's all biased now. It's not like one, they're not giving unbiased information. They all have too much commentary.
You know who does good news? WGN America. They have a new news called News Nation.
News Nation.
News Nation. I want to say it's on at 8:00 Eastern. I've seen it a couple times, and it's like it's news, like nonpartisan.
That's what we were talking about.
What I've learned to watch for is adjectives. Because a lot of those are sort of open to interpretation. I mean, when you're not saying like a blue tie, you're saying whatever it is. It's a screaming, whatever blue tie, and someone's like, so you're saying that there's a message in there, and I don't think that's necessarily the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the narrative.
It's the descriptive adjectives
for the narrative, because you're creating a story, and people, it's not obvious because it kind of crept in on us, but they're giving you a story on how you ought to interpret the world. And the other thing they do, they're not just created that whole cloth. They learn people's biases and then they appeal to them and just kind of blow them up.
I will say this. Trump wears spectacular ties.
Well, that's what he's all about. He loves the power ties.
The whole Trump family, Eric and
Is
and
it
Don
his
Jr.
line of
and-
ties?
I don't know.
Doesn't he have his own line of ties?
I think his clothing line is done.
Oh, not a thing anymore.
I don't think it's a thing anymore. I actually have in my collection a Donald J. Trump shirt. I didn't even know I had it.
Surprise.
I haven't heard his ties criticized. I don't think that's controversial.
I don't think they've been criticized. It's just he's famous for wearing power ties, bold colors.
Okay.
Don't most politicians wear bold colored ties now?
Not
It's either
really
like
Trump.
bright
Trump's
red
got-
or bright blue,
Trump's
right?
got good ties.
I'll have to pay more attention, I guess.
Pay attention.
Okay.
They're the best ties.
Phyllis wants to know what's up with the arrow behind Bubba.
With the what?
The arrow.
What arrow?
Oh,
What do you mean, what arrow?
The one sticking
Turn around.
In the wall. I took up bow hunting for a while,
Uh-huh.
and that's all that's left of it.
there was a fly there. You just went for it.
Got it.
Yep.
Power tie, very descriptive. That's right, Cheryl.
Because I wanted a tie that he had,
Mm-hmm.
and I went into the Ralph Lauren store because they have like bold ties in there, and I asked the sales guy. I said, "I'd really like a tie like Trump was wearing." He got all pissy at me.
Really?
Yeah, I found it and bought it.
Well, good.
History is full of sharp dressed men. You don't have to agree with all of them to
Right.
appreciate the style.
Look at that hat Abe Lincoln wore. That's stylish. That big one.
That wasn't the first to jump to mind for me, Marty, but okay.
Now Meghan Markle wears that. Just here in the Lincoln hat.
No, I did not.
I guess I missed
What?
it.
At some award ceremony wearing an Abraham Lincoln hat. Totally bizarre. All right, 1 minute back.
I'm Googling this. Is that an award ceremony?
I think it was Meghan Markle. I'm sure it was Meghan Markle.
Oh,
I saw
sure. Not like a top hat.
She was wearing a top hat. She looked like President Lincoln.
Have you seen pictures of Abe Lincoln recently?
Yeah, I'm not. I see the
30 back.
boys in top hats. I don't see her in a top hat.
Ooh, what was that?
I don't know.
Mm.
Windows Defender summary.
Terrific.
Does it need an update?
Here we go. Stand by. Chasing you, it's Morgan Wallen on 102.9 W4 Country and the Breakfast with Bubba show with your Monday morning jumpstart. How to have a political conversation and when not to. Also, Dr. Marty is here. Point number 1, we have to understand the news media. What's point number 2?
Understand motives, and I mean yours and the person you're reading. So let's take a look at Facebook. Someone puts out something, and why are they putting it out there? I mean, everyone has a motive. There's a reason behind every action. So is this piece of content there published, or am I going to do that myself to provoke or punish people, to declare my allegiance to a party or a group and get other people to come with me? Or am I just really, really angry and I just want to express anger to someone? Or am I really afraid, or is that person really afraid? Because if it's a political discussion, it's there to explore an idea, for you to listen to someone and get their point of view, which is a very nice attitude for you to have, or to express yours in a dignified way in order to continue the conversation. So much that's posted they're not even conversation starters right now. So examine your motives and examine the probable motive or plausible motive when someone it sort of incites you with a piece of content or you hear it on the news.
I'll let you know a little motive behind me putting my takeoffs and landings on Facebook I have a listener, Debbie Davy Neal, who's scared of flying and has never been. And so she wants to see takeoffs and landings. So I'm putting all of them.
So you're posting those
for Davy. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
There you go. That's my motivation.
I think some people just like to talk though, too. They just want to hear themselves.
Yeah.
And it's hard to weed those people out. And it's hard to know if that people have vetted their conversations, their information too.
Point number 3.
Okay, point number 3, avoid ad hominem attacks. So ad hominem attacks in a discussion or a debate, that's when you stop talking about ideas and you just attack a person, right? And I was taught, and you're taught in debate, that you've been defeated at that point, right? You have nothing to say philosophically or as in terms of an argument. So you just go after another human being and attack them as a person. Ever see that in the news media?
Well, you're ugly.
Exactly. Well, he's stupid. Who cares? Or you discredit a person because of
media. Yeah.
Yeah. The typical way I see is you discredit the person. So it's a real red herring argument too. Like, let's drag this fish to take the hounds off the trail because that person did this. So no ideas can be credible for them anymore. So ad hominems.
All right, let's get more with Dr. Marty coming up in a moment. It's 102.9 W4 Country and your Monday morning Jumpstart. Kimberly's watching us on the big screen.
Got it fired up again, huh? Well, this time I'm prepared because I used one of those Biore strips on my nose yesterday.
Really?
So, yeah. Because
you're ready for your close-up now.
The pores on my nose are enormous. And yeah, so every now and then I figure it's a good idea to do one of those, and boy, is it productive.
I still need to get my facial that Marty gave me for Christmas.
Yes, you do. It's so awesome. So relaxing. It's like a massage. Schedule that today.
Okay. I know right where my certificate is.
Do it before next Christmas because I'm going to get you another one.
Yeah.
One facial a year.
I got a massage when I was in Scottsdale a couple weeks ago, and it was a Thai massage, which is pretty rough. You know, they be in the woman. It was walking, back walking. Oh, it was great.
She walked on your back.
Oh, a ton. Yeah. She just held onto these bars and walked on my back.
Are you sure you sure that's where you were, a massage parlor?
Yeah. No, it's a reputable place. It was a reputable
a massage parlor. Yeah. No one says that anymore. Parlor.
By the airport.
It was like the best massage I've ever had.
There's so many things to say about that I can't say with that image you just gave me.
Right. Yeah. Now we're avoiding not only politics, but massage parlors.
Well, no. I was in Phuket, Thailand, and there was a massage place right next to the resort, and massage is super cheap there. It's like $8 and you get an hour massage. So we would go every day. And I was with my friend LaTanya.
Mm-hmm.
And we would always go in. Well, one time a buddy and I went in without LaTanya. She was tired, and it turned like totally sketchy, like really fast. And I was in my thing. I was going, no. My buddy's like, what's going on over there? I said, exactly what you think would be going on. Nope. No.
Put down that candle.
Okay, here we go. Stand by. 102.9 W4 Country and Champaign Night. It's Lady Antebellum. We're talking about how to have a political conversation, when to have it and when not to have it. What's point number 4, Marty?
Point number 4 is be humble. And I'm not admonishing anyone. To be humble feels better, actually. Our physiology calms down. We're more relaxed. By being humble, ask yourself, look, am I an expert? I mean, I have to do this all the time because people ask me questions and I have to, you feel like you should give them an answer. You feel like you should do something. Be humble. You might not be an expert. You probably aren't an expert. How do you know you're an expert? People actually seek out your opinion and tend to, and then you feel like you might have something to say. Also, maybe it's not on you to save the world. You hope that it's not, because you won't be successful. That's a hard thing to do. And also, we all get a vote, and people get to vote for this is America. You can vote for whomever you want. So it's not on us to make someone feel bad about their opinion, or anything like that. So maybe have a little bit of humility, maybe ask somebody a question like, wow, I wonder how they can believe something that far off, show a little bit of, give them dignity, and you'll be dignified yourself by doing that.
All right, more with Dr. Marty. We got 2 more points to come up right now. It's 8 o'clock, and Madison's got a check on your W4 country traffic.
No major problems, thankfully. 94 seems to be running smoothly. So is 23. Maybe just a little heavier traffic on US 12, right around 23, and Michigan Avenue right at 94 there. M52, M14, they're looking okay. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Wendy's, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
All right, we're back. Senate Leadership Fund. That's a PAC. Who's that for?
That is, I believe, John James, who's running against Gary Peters.
Yeah. It's pro James.
It's pro
no,
James.
pro James.
Yeah.
Is
Although
Phyllis,
it's not so much pro James as anti Peters.
Okay.
is Phyllis out there? Is she watching?
Phyllis
Yeah,
Richardson?
she's here.
Yeah, she's here.
Maybe.
Yeah, she's a good example of someone who actually puts information out for people to get, but it takes a lot of work to do that. She appears to be doing an awful lot of work, and she's on the ground and things like that. I'm not anti-political discussion at all. I want to have a political discussion sometimes, but what we're seeing isn't that usually, but there are exceptions.
My comment, or my posting Friday night with the Supreme Court, with the Michigan Supreme Court, but the bullshit is finally over.
I didn't see your post.
I guess that's not. Maybe that's why 9 people unfriended me.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, you failed to
Maybe
mention
that's it.
that one.
I was in an airplane. I was bored.
So why not stir up trouble?
It does get attention, I have to tell you. I mean, it's effective in that way. But I don't know. Is that, let's look at that though. Is that really it's not a political statement at face, right? It has political, because some people, maybe for health reasons, or maybe they're losing a business and they're apolitical, they could have that opinion too.
Mm-hmm.
These are interesting times, aren't they?
It's not the first word I'd use to describe them.
Yeah,
but
one way to put it.
it fits.
I like escaping on the weekends like I've been doing.
That's a good, I'm understanding that more and more as I see you do that.
I have nothing planned for this weekend.
You're not going anywhere?
I don't think so.
I think you're working this weekend, aren't you?
I am, aren't I?
Maybe.
I'm going nowhere.
At least there's a possibility.
Yeah.
Even just the opportunity to kind of unplug, because we spend a lot of time online looking for things to talk about and want to stay abreast of what's currently going on, and we can't help but take in a fair amount of news and therefore opinions. But it's nice on the weekend that I do my best to stay away from that completely. And I walk in here on Monday morning okay, what do I need to know? What did I miss when I wasn't paying attention over the weekend?
Right, but as you've done that, how long have you done that?
I mean, only actually made an effort that I'm aware I'm making that decision. Not very long. I mean, last couple of months or something.
Okay, perfect. So what did you notice? Because I've done the same thing, and and I've never heard anyone, lament that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's calming. you don't really realize until you go back to like on Monday and I go back to looking for, what's trending on social media and what's happening in the world. I'm just like, man, a lot of stuff's a real bummer.
Mm-hmm.
But as
I
you do
listen to news, like coming in, I'll listen to the 6 a.m. news on our sister station, WJR. I'll listen to that. But, Friday we were in Dexter, so I didn't get to listen to it. And I had no idea that Trump had COVID because I just don't watch the news anymore. I'm done. Tired of it.
And as we survive weekend after weekend and we start to realize, oh, I can calm down. Nothing bad happened if I wasn't watching news or going down threads. They play on dopamine. They know what they're doing. I mean, because they have to make money. They have smart people doing that. Where keep scrolling. It's like a slot machine, right? Like, let me keep pulling this down, and maybe that piece of information I need will be there because there's something there for me that's important. And people just keep searching and more stress.
I can walk away from news. I can't walk away from a slot machine. I need intervention.
They were designed to keep you there.
I was just thinking, like, even going through
gambling.
Let's not.
Oh, no.
I really want to.
You don't want to go gambling?
No,
the casinos are open.
I haven't
been gambling a long time. Maybe that's where I go this weekend is Vegas after the remote.
There you go. Get a little gambling in.
Go for a night. That'd be fun. A night in Vegas. Nick wants to hang out this weekend.
There you go. Take Nick to Vegas.
That's a possibility.
Already booked. And just like that.
Yeah, he's on his phone and okay.
Stand by.
Sunny and 60?
Yeah.
Hey, good morning. It's 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thanks for making us your choice today. You found the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning. Mostly sunny skies today and highs around 60.
You're listening to WWWFM Ann Arbor. So very proud to be a Cumulus station. Hey, thanks for making us number one. I've got to go visit the little VJ's room.
I'm going to get some coffee.
Oh, you're leaving
Madison's
me alone?
all alone.
You two have left me in here. You'll be fine.
Marty, don't leave me.
I won't leave you.
I'm drinking iced tea this morning, which is different.
Sugar in it?
Oh,
Good.
I don't know, whatever the normal McDonald's iced tea is. No, I think they were going to give us iced coffees, but we ended up with iced teas instead. But it's kind of refreshing. I enjoyed it.
It's a mistake?
Yeah, I don't know for sure. Someone picked it up for us, so I don't know if that was the plan or not. But
what do you use as a sweetener?
I don't generally use a lot of sweeteners. I'll use mostly cream. But I did get this English toffee flavored stevia sweetener from Ideal You. Actually, you can get them on like Amazon.
Do you like that?
I like this one.
Is it bitter?
No, I don't think so.
Some people don't like stevia's good. I would use that, but we got monk fruit, and that's really good. It's like it doesn't have so much of the bitterness afterwards. Like stevia is great for coffee because coffee's bitter.
Yeah,
and good for other things, but some people don't like it. But
no, I usually add that to all my iced or hot coffees.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's just cream for me.
How much caffeine do you use?
Depends on the day.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe 1 cup a day.
Okay, that's not much.
And I don't drink caffeine, I don't think, outside of coffee. It's rare.
Uh-huh.
I don't drink like pop soda, whatever.
Because if you want to find out how powerful caffeine is, stop for a week.
Yeah.
It changes a lot.
Yeah. Well, I was completely off coffee altogether, but I would drink tea in the morning for a long time.
I'm pro No, I love coffee and tea, and it actually, in a lot of ways, it's really, really good for us.
I'll probably do at least 1 cup of coffee a day. Fridays when we're out, I just let them refill it as many times as they come over.
I tell you what, I got on my plane on Friday afternoon. I was jittery, guys.
She kept coming around refilling us.
I must have had about 10 cups of coffee on Friday.
Oh, Cindy just said, my grandson turns 21 on the 21st and his dad is treating him to Vegas for his birthday.
That's what I did on my 21st birthday.
Really?
I was so bummed I didn't get carded anywhere.
I think I didn't get carded on my 21st birthday and I was kind of bummed out too.
Cindy said this is the first year people aren't excited to vote at all. I am excited to vote this year. I can't wait to vote.
I do think that voter enthusiasm is down.
I'm ready to have it over with. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
I'm excited to vote.
I smell coffee.
I made coffee.
You made coffee.
I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to make coffee, and I made coffee. Vote for me.
A coffee in every pot. You're rubbing off on me, Welch.
How's that?
That was a Welch joke. Wasn't it a chicken in every pot? Wasn't
Oh,
that
yeah. Is it a car in every driveway and a chicken in every pot?
Our fun fact today was we're more likely to yell at someone in the morning than any other time of day. When's the last time you yelled at someone? Most people are saying they yelled at their kids.
This morning.
Yeah.
Because they're getting them up for school. It only makes sense. You got to get them up for school.
Yeah.
There's going to be some yelling.
It's mostly the teenagers, it seems like. Teens and preteens. Matt says, you got my vote, Brian. Biore strips for everyone.
Clean pores on every nose. Yeah, Matt was saying earlier he's a fan of those. I'll watch Dr. Pimple Popper. So,
I can't even watch it because of the title.
I can't do it.
I don't even know what it's about.
It's
The
just-
title makes me sick.
Okay, there's something satisfying about
Mhm.
I can do that all day,
Mhm.
but I can't watch somebody else do it.
No. Can't even talk about it. Let's move on.
It's not that bad.
No, it really is.
See, I told you, Brian, Bubba's disgust sensitive.
yep.
But there are some things by which I should be disgusted that I'm not.
Right. Like it is selective. Let's be clear here.
Well, it's there for a reason. I mean, if you don't have that sense, you're going to get in trouble. But some people are extra sensitive to that.
His just needs some recalibration, I think.
Yeah.
20 back.
I can't stop yawning.
You're making me yawn.
I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. Dustin Lynch, one hell of a night on 102.9 W4 Country. Good morning. It's 8:13 at the morning show that makes you feel good. Breakfast with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning.
We have Brian Walsh with the forecast.
We're going to get some sun, I promise, and highs around 60.
I hope you had a nice weekend, whatever you did. Welcome back to your week. We will get you through it right here. I have to go see an orthopedic surgeon today.
Oh, is your appointment today?
My appointment is today.
That's good because your arm's been really bugging you.
I'm broke down.
Well, you're wounded a little.
I'm wounded and broken down. I've got a shoulder
in
problem.
so many ways, but he is talking physically right now.
So I'm going to go see those of you at Chelsea Hospital, IHA. I'm going to go see Dr. Pinto today.
Okay.
And I'm scared that Dr. Pinto is going to say you have to have surgery.
Well, that's a possibility, but you'll be fine.
Do they cut you open for shoulder surgery, or do they poke the holes in you?
I'm not sure. I think it depends on the severity of your ailment.
I think a lot of that can be done. What's it, laparoscopically?
Yeah.
Laparoscopically, which is just the little holes.
So they were going to do that. I've had knee surgery. They were going to do the scoping on my knee. Turns out it was much worse than they thought it was going to be when they got in there. So they cut me open.
So you went in thinking it was just going to be the holes, and then you came out with an incision?
We went in not really sure about exactly what was going to happen because they couldn't see anything on my MRI. It was emergency surgery. It was so bad and swollen, and there was so much like fluid on it that they couldn't tell.
See, I had that with my appendix. When I had my appendix out, they said we're going to go in. Is it laparoscopically? Is that what it is? With the holes?
Yeah.
But if there was something there that if they saw it, they would have had to like cut me open.
Yeah.
And so I went in not knowing if it was going to be a 4-day recovery or a 4-week recovery.
Yeah, that's basically how it was. Yeah, they were hoping that they were only going to have to scope it, but then they said, no, there's a chance we're going to have to cut you open, and then they did.
Okay, we do have Dr. Marty, and I apologize. I've used up that whole time in the segment. Can you hang on for a little bit?
Sure, that was fascinating though, but sure, I'll hold on.
Yeah, you have to, because then you have to go to physical therapy and all that stuff with it.
I had to do all that too.
It'll freak me out. The MRIs freak me out.
You're going to be fine.
I don't know. Dr. Pinto,
You're gonna be fine.
My pulse will be high this afternoon.
Lisa says Dr. Pinto is the very best. You're in very capable hands. Good luck, Bubba.
Thank you. Very much appreciated. What are we doing? Marty will be coming up in a moment more on political conversations.
What did we do? Weather?
Right now, we need to.
Okay.
Did we do the weather? We did the weather.
Okay.
So it's time for
traffic.
Time for traffic.
Time
what
for
do you
traffic. Thankfully, no major problems to report on the roadways anyway. 94 is running smoothly. So is 23. Looks like 96 is running at posted speeds. M52, US 12, M14. They're all looking good right now. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
More with Dr. Marty. I promise it. It's next on 102.9 W4 Country.
I'm going to point my camera down a little bit since I'm sitting now.
There you go.
I don't look like a little kid sitting at the adults table.
On a champagne night.
They'll probably have a better idea of what your shoulder looks like because it's not an emergency and you don't have
this didn't happen like
it's
you
not
just
swollen up
shredded it.
like a balloon.
You know what? I'm not looking forward to it. I'm sure they're going to manipulate my shoulder, and it hurts so much
To do that?
to do
Good
anything.
you're going now then. It's just going to get worse.
I could StreamYard right from bed if I have surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Although, why would I need to be in bed if it's my shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
You might feel like being in bed.
Yeah, pain.
Need to.
Mine was my knee, so I couldn't really walk for a while.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. Like I can't drive, but I could get a ride into work.
There you go. Can you run the board with one wing?
I don't know. It would be only my left hand.
Yeah.
Sure, I could.
You don't really you're like with the mouse and yeah, so you'd probably be fine.
Will I be able to use my fingers?
I don't know. Probably.
'Cause if so,
I guess
we
it
could
depends on how much.
Put the mouse over here and start clicking.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how much they numb you up. Maybe for a few days, because for a few days, I couldn't feel my foot.
Oh, that would freak me out.
Bubba.
I asked for that though, because they said they could do. Well,
It
no,
wasn't necessary at all.
they said they could do just like the anesthesia, so that just my knee was numb, but then I might have a lot more pain. Or they said we could do this level of it, or I was like, take me the whole way. They said, well, there's a chance you won't get feeling back in part of your leg. I said, I don't care. I don't want to feel any of it. Knock me out. They're like, oh, we can keep you away. Knock me out. I was not interested. That you can watch. Hell no, I can't watch. No, I cannot watch.
Joel decided he was going to watch his knee surgery, and then they started the bone saw, and he said he felt the blood draining from his head.
That would have been it for me.
And he said he looked at the anesthesiologist and said, "Put me down."
They showed me like cartoon drawings, like illustrations, not cartoons, but like illustrations of what the inside of my knee looked like and what they were going to be doing, and pointed out different ligaments that they were going to be operating and grafting and whatever. Mm-hmm. I just started bawling. I'm like, I can't do it. You got to knock me out. I can't do it.
I don't want to know anything that's happening. And then
did you Kathy said ask for a cortisone shot when you're there. They really help. Yeah.
Do those hurt?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on your tolerance for pain.
I mean, is
Because
it,
don't they jam it into the bone?
Nil. What's that?
well, I mean, do you want to feel the pain of it moving around, or do you want like a stick pain and maybe it's
That's
done?
like
They're
saying
not
you
bad.
I have cancer in a plane crash. You know what I mean? Do you want to suffer for a year or suffer for 30
No,
seconds?
Plane
you-
crash. I'd be
This
on
is
the
a shot,
Yeah.
though. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. The needles are small.
Okay.
They're not extracting marrow. They're not going to go all the way into your bones.
Unless he's new.
Rookie, we got the new guy.
If they
He's
have to
been
open you up, you'll have a
practicing
cool
on
scar.
dummies.
My
Hey,
shoulder.
You can tell me you got in a fight with a bear.
I got
You,
bit by a
see this
shark.
right here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shark bite.
Why is it only on one side? Never you mind
It's a
that.
one-tooth shark.
Yeah.
Where I had my appendix out, my 4 little things, I got shot.
Looks like you got shot.
Yeah, it's like 4 strips where they sewed it together.
I got a zipper, and apparently I scar. Like there's some kind of weird hereditary thing in my family that I scar differently. So I got a big old zipper on my knee.
I just know they're going to put me in an MRI, and I hate MRIs.
They're that bad. They don't bother me so much. They're just
The last time I had one, it was a
close
few
my
years
eyes
ago.
and breathe a little bit.
And I
fall
was
asleep.
lying there thinking, like, I'm okay right now, but I could definitely see how I could freak out.
Hmm.
I remember being very aware of how I understood that how people could be upset.
Like,
by
I
that.
remember thinking, there's something not far below the surface that, like, if I indulge that, I'll panic.
They'll drug you out of your gourd for one of those, won't they?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Good.
Are you getting an MRI?
I'm sure I will be.
I mean,
last
today?
one I had, though, I got in that thing. And I was,
You're probably not gonna. They'll have to schedule it, so you're gonna.
oh, I don't think I'll get the MRI today.
You'll have plenty of time to be anxious about that.
1 minute back.
I think it's probably good that mine was all emergency stuff. I didn't have to sit there and wait for anything.
Right? Like when I got my appendix out, that was kind of
Yeah.
awesome because they said, oh, your appendix is bad. You need surgery. And I said, oh, when? And they said, like now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Here,
In a
take
few
this.
minutes.
And they gave me a pill.
The
and
only thing I ended
hooked
up
me up.
waiting on was the surgery. Like they went through everything while I was, in there initially, but then I had to wait like a week for the actual surgery to be scheduled.
30 back.
I was convinced I didn't need it. I started walking on it. It's probably not a great idea.
All right, stand by. Here we go. 102.9 W4 Country. And remember, you young, it's Thomas Red, 822 in the Breakfast with Bubba show in the morning. We got Dr. Marty talking about having political conversations and when not to. We're going to recap the points because we've had you on hold for a long time, Marty. Number one, we have to understand the news media and their goals behind us watching. Number two, understand motives of people when they do it. Number three, avoid ad hominem attacks. And for those of us that went to Cal Poly Pomona, what is an ad hominem attack again? Marty?
Attacking the person, attacking the man, rather than the ideas
Which seems to be all social media is now.
Mhm.
and news. I mean,
That's true.
Much of it.
That's true. Number four, be humble. What's number five?
Number five is know your own values. Okay. And by a value is a chosen life direction. So vis-a-vis this, it would be like, do you value people over ideology? Because that will change a lot about how you engage a person. If I value ideology as the highest thing, then guess what? You transgress on that, you walk on that, and I'm going to attack you. But if you value people over ideology, you'll be more tolerant. Or is free speech a high value that you have? If so, you wouldn't want to censor someone. Human dignity and civility over humiliating your opponent or the person that you're looking at. And if truth is a value, you might listen more because you might be wrong. If it's love your enemy, that will really change things, right? Love everybody, be kind to everyone. Those are values. And I'm worried about what
I have a hard time with that. Love your
Loving
enemy
everyone.
one.
Love everybody.
Yeah.
it's work. But if it's a value, you'll work towards it, and that will change your behavior in the moment. You'll appeal to the higher thing.
All right. Do you have a bonus for us today?
I got a bonus for you. Find strength in composure. Okay. So composed people tend to be good leaders. People respect when someone holds back and shows self-control. So I would say definitely consider yourself in as a person like that and aim for that, and you won't regret that. Hello?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here. Just
He's
thinking about
taking
that.
it all
Yeah.
in.
Dr. Marty, thank you very much. It's your Monday morning jumpstart here every Monday at 7:40 in the morning. And you can also join him on the Shepherd and the Shrink podcast. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're coming up into the next season, and we've been working really hard on it. So lots of changes, lots of cool stuff. We'll have a brand new website, whole new, just a whole new show, really.
Big name guests. Right.
We're going to have small name guests,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
interesting guests.
We're all willing to be guests, Marty.
Awesome.
Small name guests.
Thank you.
Now, when we don't get the call, we're like, you didn't even want to talk to
Oh.
us.
Dr.
I
Marty,
love that.
Renew Hope Counseling, thank you very much for your Monday morning jumpstart. Coming up, we're going to hold off on trending, actually, Walsh. We'll get the show back on time.
Yeah,
here
I
and get
figured.
that in the next segment. It's Boys Round here. Blake Shelton, 102.9 W4 Country.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Are you leaving, Marty?
I don't know. You got anything to say?
No.
Come, hey, come and see me, you guys. You know, it's 3:00 now. Okay. That's why I take a break.
3.
Yeah. Anytime. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Take
See you,
care.
Marty.
Thanks, Marty.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Are we leaving?
Oh, we can.
Bye.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.